So yeah, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you already heard the news. I wasn't planning on recording anything, but I mean, it's actually like my third time trying to record this, but between difficulties, stuff just pops up. But first and foremost, I want to start off by saying rest in peace to Bray Wyatt, rest in peace to Wyndham. Definitely was not what I was expecting today, amidst of all of the rumors of him either getting better from the illness and him returning. Wasn't expecting this. So I guess before I get into like the positive, let me get some of the negative out of the way. For everyone who was either bashing, trashing, talking down about Bray Wyatt and everything and his character and the Mountain Dew pitch black match, all of that, and you never truly know what somebody's going through. So that's why I was on stream trying to preach. We don't know exactly what's going on. So before we worry about a Bray Wyatt return, he needs to get 100% healthy. And this was before we even knew anything about his illness, because I think at one point it was said that it was an injury. I think rumors. I don't know, but apparently the worst came. I guess if you want to look at some positive, the worst is over. But it's just, I guess, what else to talk about is, the way that he was handled in WWE. Really wish that would have been different, but now that that's out of the way, let's talk about some good. So depending on when you became a fan of Bray Wyatt, whether that was in NXT, whether that was, when he was Husky Harris, whether that was the Eater of Worlds, the Fiend, this new iteration of Bray Wyatt, whenever you became a fan of him, man, he was just a captivating person. My favorite version was the Fiend was my favorite version. And the reason being is because we haven't felt a presence like that since The Undertaker. He was supposed to be the new face of fear. And the writing was on the wall. Raw 30, they gave him the rub. Even though I felt like that was already too late. I don't think the Fiend character was handled the best, but man, it sucks, man. Cause it's like I'm thinking of all of the positive things, but then it's trumped by something negative that WWE did. Like the Hell in a Cell match and him losing to Goldberg. Okay, let's go back to this. I remember when I first started seeing these video packages of the buzzard. I didn't know what it was at the time in the box. And it was just these vignettes and just random stuff. And like, we have no idea what's going on. And then we get the Firefly Funhouse. And it's like a Pee Wee Herman, Blues Clues kid show. But it's so sinister. It's almost like, I don't know if you guys played Amanda the Adventurer. That was more recent. But it's similar to that, where everything is counterintuitive. This man is a menacing, possessed, dang near demon, but he's so kid friendly, and he has all of the fake crowd noise, all of the fake kid laughter, all of the fake kid participation, the kiddie noises, everything. So it's just a big mind. Like, he was just so creative. So then we get his debut against Finn Balor at SummerSlam, and it's just polar opposite of all the energy that you get from the Firefly Funhouse. And he used that to his advantage. And he literally had a thing where after he went up against so many people, Seth, Daniel Bryan, who else? He targeted Kane. It was a thing that after you went up against the Fiend, it changed you. He changed people. And even though I think it was clever that he won the title on Halloween, I think it was in Crown Jewel or Super Show, one of those. I think it was clever that he won around Halloween. Definitely could sell merch. But to be honest, he was such a captivating character. He didn't need a title. If he had a title, to me, it was the same way the Joker treated money in The Dark Knight. He had a bunch of money, but he just burned it because that was his thing. He just wanted to see the world burn. And I felt like that's what you do with Bray. Bray may not put on the best matches. It may not be 5-star classics, but that's not what he's here for. He's here to tell stories, get you emotionally involved. Sports entertainment, what WWE is. and they dropped the ball on him. And it's unfortunate that he doesn't have the chance to rectify that yet again, because after the Fiend pretty much became, I remember hearing people talk down about the Fiend. I remember hearing people talk down about Bray Wyatt, even some of my own friends, and I had to tell them, like, y'all are bugging. Just because he was booked in a bad spot, that does not take away what that man is capable of and what he's done. It's just, when you're in WWE, you are at the mercy of your employer. And like Triple H said, he's so creative to a point to where you kind of have to reel him in. But I felt like under Triple H's regime, he could have had his comeback. And I know people tried to talk about the LA Knight thing, the pitch black match and all of that. Yeah, it was okay. It was a money grab. Fine, but so what? We see what LA Knight is becoming right before our very eyes, and if given the health and the opportunity, what he could have done, and especially at this point, and now when the bloodline is pretty much in a stale state, so we needed something fresh. It could have been his return, but of course, he didn't have the health. Sorry if I'm running over my words. There's just so many. I'm trying to be positive, but it pisses me off that he wasn't handled the best way. Like, there was so much opportunity. There was no reason why we had to go away from the Fiend. I don't even know why he got let go the first time. He got let go. And that threw me off. I'm like, there's no way that you get rid of a talent like Bray Wyatt. But I don't know, man. So he comes back and he lets us in. And the more I think about it, I'm wondering, did Bray know something before the world knew? Now, I don't know the timeline of this illness or whatnot, but he really peeled the curtain back and let us in. Usually he's the one saying let him in. He let us in, and a lot of these promos that he was making really seemed like they were really close to home, and he felt so supported. He felt like people were really having his back during whatever, that hard time, or when he got let go and he was doing something else. And I'm wondering if he knew something all along. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm personally, after I finish this video, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch SummerSlam 2019 with him and Finn Balor. I'm gonna watch as many of the Firefly Funhouse compilations they have on YouTube, because I enjoyed those anyway. Of course, I haven't watched them recently because I was awaiting for something new with the Fiend, or not even the Fiend, just Bray Wyatt. Uncle Howdy. I don't know what he had in store, man, but we've been robbed of a good one. Like, we lost one, and we lost a lot of potential moments. Because, I don't know what was going on before he ended up getting his illness. I don't know when his illness actually hit, but a lot could have been done differently in the past 5 years. And, luckily, I will say this, selfishly, I'm, happy I saw a dark match. Me and my friend Anthony, we saw a dark match. One SmackDown we went to here in Greenville, and I was actually able to get a picture with Bray. I got to see them in the tables match. It was LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt. It was a tables match. It was after the show went off. I hold that near and dear. I was able to see him at WrestleMania 37. I still have those videos. I have those when he came out with Alexa Bliss up against Randy Orton. This one hurts, bro. Like, not only did we lose Terry Funk, but we lost Bray Wyatt also. I mean, it's within 2 days, because the news broke about Bray like a couple hours ago, and Terry, I think I found out yesterday or this morning. And it's just like, man, like, he was the original Chainsaw Man, like the OG Chainsaw Man. But I don't know, man. This one hurts. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care how many views this one gets. This one was more just for the people who watch this channel, people in my community. I wanted to just, say my thoughts. This was for me as well, just to get some thoughts out. that this one sucks, bro. Like, and I think a big part of it is just what could have been is the suckiest part. Um, you know, prayers to his family, you know, his kids, JoJo. Um, like this is wild, man. I mean, and you know, we lost Luke Harper too. Like it's yeah, man, this is tough. But you know, for those of you who want to participate, man, because we want to use this as a celebration video, you know, let me know in the comments what is your favorite, either your favorite version of Bray Wyatt or your favorite Bray Wyatt moment. Um, that may be hard to do because he had a lot of, I mean, he had a lot of moments. He had a lot of moments, man. He had a lot of feuds. Some notable ones I think of is when, you know, Xavier Woods was pretty much like he was getting possessed. I remember Daniel Bryan had a brush up with the Wyatt family. Cena tried to infiltrate the Wyatt family. Him with Randy Orton. Like this, just anybody he feuded with as the Fiend, because he was literally a bully. He was a bully. He put you on the wall, and once you got in his crosshairs, he was just gonna mess with you. And I think that could have worked on so many different occasions because he doesn't need a title. He didn't need a title. And you know, I don't know, man. I'll just keep going in circles, man, and just like I said, man, y'all can comment down below your favorite Bray moment, your favorite version of Bray. Hopefully, let's keep the positivity around him. I'm struggling myself, but let's keep the positivity around this, man. I don't even know how to end this video. This is a tough one.